Long ago, in the time of Jesus, there was a man named Zacchaeus. He lived in Jericho. He was boss of all the tax collectors. See, Caesar, the king, asked all the people of the land to give money so that he could be a rich king and build a big army and pay all his servants. It was the job of the tax collectors to fetch the money from the people and bring it to the king. Zacchaeus was the boss of all the tax collectors. He was rich. And the people of the land were upset. They said, "You are not supposed to be rich, because we don't enjoy giving money to Caesar the king." And the people were right, because sometimes Zacchaeus was too greedy. All the money that didn't go to the king came to him. He would ask the people for more money, and they would have to give it to him. Zacchaeus was also little of stature. That means he was very small. So every time he went into the city, everybody was taller than him. So nobody loved Zacchaeus, because he was small and took too much money. In that time, Jesus said to his disciples, they need to go to Jerusalem, so he can fulfill all the things that the prophets have spoken. So they went from town to town, and Jesus healed a blind man as they went along the way. One day, Jesus and his disciples came to Jericho, and Zacchaeus heard that Jesus was coming because all the people in the city came to stand around Jesus. They grouped around Jesus. They wanted to see Jesus. They wanted to see Jesus because they knew all the stories about Jesus and about how wise Jesus was and about how special Jesus was and about how loving Jesus was and about how great Jesus was. And so Zacchaeus wanted to see Jesus. He also wanted to know who Jesus was. Everybody knew who Jesus was except for him. He didn't know who Jesus was. But the people were so tall, standing around Jesus, that he couldn't press through to see Jesus. He was too small. He was too little of stature. He couldn't force through between all the tall people to get to the other side. He wanted to get to Jesus and see Jesus. He didn't know Jesus. Poor Zacchaeus didn't know what to do. Then Zacchaeus found out that Jesus and the people were going to pass by a big fig tree. So Zacchaeus made a plan. He knew that when Jesus and the people walked by next to the tree, that it wouldn't be difficult to see Jesus, because then Jesus would be under him and very close. So Zacchaeus ran all the way and climbed into the tree and sat between the branches and waited for Jesus to pass by. And when Jesus came to the place, he looked up and saw Zacchaeus and said, "Zacchaeus, make haste and come down, for today I must abide at thy house." And so Zacchaeus quickly climbed down all the way from the big fig tree and was very, very happy because Jesus came to his house. He was happy because even though nobody liked him, Jesus saw him and said, "I want to stay at your house today." Zacchaeus thought Jesus wouldn't like a little man in a tree, but now Jesus came to his house. Zacchaeus was happy to receive a wonderful guest like Jesus, who sees you, even if you are small. And Zacchaeus said, "The half of my goods I give to the poor, And if I have taken anything from any man by false accusation, I restore him fourfold. Half of all the good things that I have, I am going to give to all the poor people who need things. And if I have taken anything from any man that I wasn't supposed to take, I will give him 4 times as much as I took from him, because I was too greedy. I took too much. I will give everything back 4 times. And Jesus said unto him, This day is salvation come to this house, for as much as he also is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man is come to seek and to save that which was lost. You were a lost son, but now you are a saved son, because I always want to save people, especially people who were naughty but felt sorry and came to say sorry. And Jesus and Zacchaeus was very happy that day, and never forget each other for as long as they lived. And Zacchaeus lived faithfully ever after. The end.